Welcome to episode 81. Let's go. I got my man Akeem in the line. What's up, man? It's been a
Yo,
while.
what's happening? How you been? How you doing? How's everything?
That's good, man. It's good. Let's start by letting the listeners and audience know a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, for sure. So, my name is Akeem Raphael. I'm a speaker, poet, and a writer. I also do make hip hop, inspirational hip hop music. And yeah, so these days I've just been working on a lot of like more motivational stuff to be able to inspire people to really like tap into their real core self so that they can be able to shine their light and spread that light amongst other people. As long as any form of expression, that's all we need in this world right now is just some form of expression of light of yourself and your truth, and for everyone to be able to connect, because you never know. All it takes is one person and this whole entire world could just shift and change. So I just hope to just contribute that portion of it and my light and my love to the people so that we can continue to spread that light and love around the world.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. Hey.
You know it, fam. Come on,
Yeah.
let's go.
Hey, let's go. Okay, to change course a little bit. Let's
Yeah.
go down deep down into memory lane. Tell us, like, growing up, how was it for you?
Wow, we're going there,
Yeah, we're
eh?
going there. We're going there.
Yeah, man. You can't Wikipedia this life like that, yo. At least not yet. At least not yet. Oh man, growing up for me, I think
Yeah.
it's because of how I was growing up. That's the reason why I've always been this kind of person and always been a person to really inspire people, because I really and truly believe that you can have a great life despite the life that's been given to you, you know? And so the life growing up for me, my mom, she ended up passing away actually at the age of at birth, you know, and the
Mm,
crazy part is that she had that opportunity. She had the choice between my life or her life. You know what I mean?
wow.
It's not easy for a mother to make a choice, but she chose for me to live rather than herself.
Mm,
And there's people that even said to her, like, forget the baby, you could always make another one. But despite what they're
mm,
saying, she still chose me over her, and
yeah.
that's like the ultimate love I could have ever received, the ultimate gift that a mother can never give. And for that, I'm always grateful for life. You know. So, um, yeah, it wasn't easy growing up. My dad was in my life, in and out my life. And then my aunt came from Trinidad to take care of myself and my siblings. And by pretty much the age of 10, that's when she passed away. Um, just naturally,
Well,
just
rough.
passed away. And then 2 months later, my grandma, who I seen all the time and who also took care of me, 2 months later, she ended up passing away. So like, um, a lot was going on by the age of 10, where it was just really focused on survival, and knowing that I lost my three mothers in my life, and just kind of just had to like work with that and work through it. I kind of planted the seed in my head that my life was more for a sacrifice. I would sacrifice my life for people's happiness, and that was the
Mm,
kind of made to myself.
that's
Growing
the limiting belief.
exactly, and I had to work through that projection from, I think, 2014, where I had to. That's the beginning of when I first started growing on this self love journey. And I'm still
Mm,
growing on the self love journey right now. So yeah, from there I started unprogramming what I said to myself, and now I've taken that time away from people and things, and just really started connecting with myself and say, yo, what do you really want? What do you really want to do? And from there, here I am as a speaker, and as a connector, a community connector.
yeah, for sure. So, like, how was, like, so I guess you had to grow up really fast, didn't you? You didn't really experience childhood as much as you would like?
Uh, I think I got a good. I made sure I got a good childhood, at least up until 10. I made sure
Okay.
I got that, like, man, I made sure I was in my Dragon Ball Z, my Inuyasha. I made sure I was out there playing in the dirt and stuff. Like, I made sure I got Pokemon cards, and like I was there until 10. Then my whole world shifted.
Mm,
And,
yeah.
yeah, at that point from 10 on, I definitely matured a lot quicker and a lot faster than others. So yeah.
And then, did you always know you wanted to be a creator or connector, or how did you start becoming a musician, artist?
It's funny. That kind of took place. So after I lived with after I lived with my aunt and everything, I had to find a place.
Yeah.
So I started living with my dad, in Saga, and I lived with him for 3 years before I moved out of his place. And I started living with my oldest sister, and the reason why I moved is because my brother and him wasn't getting along. and
Mm,
and so like I was just like, well, wherever my brother's going, I'm going too, you know what I mean? So I kind of left with him, and we lived with my oldest sister's house. But within the first year, my brother ended up moving back to Mississauga, living with someone else. And I was just like, well, I'm gonna go with you too, you know. And he was just like, you can't keep following me everywhere I go.
yeah.
Like, sometimes you have to make decisions on your own.
Yeah.
And that changed my life because I got this thing called the push bracelet, which stands for pray until something happens.
Oh.
Pray until something happens. So I always push in anything and everything. So when it comes to the music career, when I was living with my oldest sister, you know, my other older brother was living there, and we always used to like rap and stuff like that. And
Jam out.
like, man, I didn't know how to rap for nothing, yo. You like try to get me to put two sentences that even rhymed together or even made sense. I never made sense. I never rhymed. I just was just feeling it. You know, I was just being energy as a rapper. And long story short, my brother, we had a freestyle battle, and I don't remember exactly what it was. It was like something, something, something. That's why you call me Pillsbury. We put you in the oven, now we call you Cookie. And everyone was like, you know,
Oh, damn.
oh snap. We're like, yeah, we're gonna have to call him Cookie the Rookie because he sucks at freestyling. And then that's how I got that nickname, Cookie the Rookie. And I was like chubby, chubby. Like I was like Pillsbury chubby, you know? And literally 3 months later, after that, I lost all that weight, and since then, I've never gained it back. No matter how much I've eaten in my life, it's just never been back. So, Cookie the Rookie was when I think because I had a revelation with myself, and this was also a little self love. Was that, you know what? I'm gonna continue to rap because at the end of the day, I can't be a rookie forever. And there you have it.
And then for music, for like ongoing journey, did you go to school for that, or?
Yeah. So as that's where we're connecting from Centennial. Those days,
Yeah.
man. Centennial College. Yeah, so I got to Centennial College. It was kind of like a fluke because I went to like a pre-course, a summer course, and then that transferred me into entrepreneurship, which I wanted to be like owning my own music studio. But then I heard about this music course, where it was the first time it was happening, and I kind of didn't want to go to it because I didn't want to be a guinea pig because they're like trying to figure the whole thing out. So I was like, but I was just like, you know what? I'll go to it. You know, this is something I wanted to do anyways, and it's in my field. So, yeah, I took music industry arts and performance at Centennial Story Arts Campus. You already know.
You know
and
it.
and then yeah, after doing that program, I became one of the first certified rappers in all of Canada. Like, man,
Oh,
certified,
all
not
of Canada?
in all of Canada. So
Oh, okay. Tell me, like, what is that? Like the certification?
So like you get an advanced diploma, but like on your transcript, um it shows like you've completed like rapping classes and stuff like that. So
Oh,
I had to do like rapping assignments, rapping exams, um like a lot of different rapping stuff. You know what I mean?
No, there's a whole lot of that? Wow.
A whole lot of that, man. Like one of the assignments was like, all right, make a song using like make a song for Drake. If you had to make a
Mm.
song for Drake, how would you make that song?
Oh,
You
wow.
want to be as relatable as Drake as possible, type thing. So
Yeah.
yeah,
What has helped you keep going forward despite the challenges you have faced over the years?
you know, I think as corny as this sounds, I would say anime.
Same.
As corny as it sounds, because you watch a certain amount of anime and they like a lot of them. Someone revealed this to me recently. Like they all like either had like a tragic story, and then they just pulled through anyways, and then they became like the best of the best and whatnot. So like I've always been a sucker to be like a hero. You know what I mean? And I think I've always wanted to just really impart in people's lives that your life can always be better than what it is. So like, and I think a lot of that was just programming from watching a lot of anime and watching a lot of cartoons and stuff like that. I've just always kept the heart of a child. So it's just at this point, it's just subconscious nature where it's like, you know what, I want to keep pulling for people. I want to keep pulling for myself, and I want to keep pulling until until I'm here, while I'm here.
Yeah. So
So yeah,
how did you transform into what you are now from
honestly,
that journey? Yeah.
self love, self love was the biggest transformation, and that took me. I stepped out of the industry for like 5 years, like just trying to just connect with myself, figure it out, because I realized that I wasn't finding happiness in making others happy. It was temporary.
Mm,
COVID helped me realize that because I like to bounce energy off of people, and yeah, I like to bounce energy off of people. That's just me, right? So after I realized I can't bounce energy off of people, I was really, really, really depressed, and
mm,
really just kind of started looking in myself and started like connecting with myself. And yeah, like despite it all, like I realized like I got to learn how to love this self. I need to learn how to love this journey, and I need to go for something. If you're going to go for something, go all the way for it. So I've learned that, yeah, if you go all the way, you'll make it happen.
yeah. Then I think you were doing some DJing too back then, weren't you?
Yeah, so I as hobbies, I do rap and I do poetry and I also DJ, as a DJ, I go by DJ Snap. That's DJSSNAP. It stands, and this is when you know, fam. This is when you know. It stands for Super Sand Nature Alliance People. You know what I mean? So I also say supersonic nature aligns people because what is a sand? A sand is, to me, it's just a vibration. Sands are always they're very vocal, very vibratory. They are a vibration. So I know that if I'm a sand, then my sand is my sound. My sound is my voice. My voice is my existence. And so I usually also say supersonic nature aligns people. How are you
Ah,
amplifying it, right? So uh, it's just making it more relatable so that like sands don't exist in this human realm, but like actually they do, and we are it. So
yeah.
I still DJ. I actually have a show coming up. You guys are more than welcome to come through. It's next week, Saturday, November 16th, 2024. Soul Provision, they're having an event closing the shop. By then, we're hoping to be able to find a new shop. This lady, her name is Sarah, and she has amazing coworkers, and they do specialized popsicles. They do a lot of like specialized soups, and it's just fantastic. Like the meals and everything, very all vegan. So
Oh,
for those who are vegan, it's definitely there, and it's tasty. It's beautiful. And yeah, so I still DJ. I'm gonna put out a
yeah.
mix very soon. So
Yeah, amazing. And how was there like a specific moment where you said like, "This is enough. I need like self-love. I need to find that inward journey and start looking for something else that makes me happy"? You said it
Mm.
started in COVID, right?
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It got to that point where, so like during that period of COVID, I would just literally. This is what rekindled my anime love. Was COVID, because I would just literally just lie down on my bed and just watch Naruto. And
Mm,
I was like, I'm gonna get through Naruto, and then eventually I was just like, I'm gonna get through One Piece, you know. And then
yeah,
eventually I was trying all these other things, and so I think what really helped me to like really realize like I'm a real person and I really am here and I really do exist was that and this is something I've never really put this out there in public like that, like what I'm about to say still, but it's a real thing. Um
mm,
I think one day I was really like just down and out,
yeah,
and it's COVID time, so you can't really see people or anything.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I grabbed one of my bears that I have. Shout outs to people who still have teddy bears and things. Big or small. Shout out. But I grabbed one of my bears that I have that was just there, and I started just hugging it. And as I was hugging the bear, I literally felt my heartbeat in the bear, and
Oh,
felt like I was holding a child or the child version of myself.
wow.
Yeah. So that was the most profound thing that happened to me, to be like, yo, like we gotta really take care of this guy. This guy still
Yeah.
exists. So
Ah, inner child. Wow.
yeah, fam.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy.
It right? Do you have like a bear or anything like that? Like that you keep close by or anything, or
No.
no, eh? It's crazy. I did this in a workshop where I talked about it. That was the only time I talked about it. And um all the teenagers, and I think two out of the three adults, they had like bears or stuff, like those things that they kept close by that they treasured. And I was
Oh,
very
okay.
shocked because I was like, oh, so it's not just me, fam? What?
No.
So I
Well,
wouldn't be
thanks for
surprised.
sharing that.
Yeah,
It
right?
is what it is. And like
It is what it
whatever.
is.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, if it makes you happy, why not?
If it makes you happy, man. And this is the key right now, right? I think a lot of people are stressed about life right now. I think a lot of people are hard on themselves right now. And
Struggling.
I think it's just a lot of pressure, but I think that's all like society's ideologies or ideas of what you need to be or this, that. And that's only coming because people of power present themselves a certain way. So now you're thinking that you have to be like these people of power, when the real power is the power that's within yourself, right? And like I was mentioning on one of my talks that I just posted, Thoughtful Thursdays. KRS One said, like in this lifetime, like you got to carry your gun. Your gun is God, universe, and nature. That's the real power. That's your real gun. Because if you walk with that and you build a relationship with yourself and with your spirit and with everything that's around you, by building a relationship with it, it will never fail. You will see the signs, you will see miracles, you will see coincidences, you will see serendipities. And those are the things that you should just continue to just allow those things to continue to circulate in your mind to help you see that, yo, like you're on track, keep going, you know? And those are the things that can help you to really be able to manifest a lot of like the things that you have and that you desire in life. So um yeah, with that being said, I'm not really, I still have work to do, but I'm not really afraid of death. I'm not really afraid of society. Like I'm not afraid, like, because I know that the universe has my back at the end of the day, and I stand with that. And yeah.
and segueing into the end of this segment, what would you say being limitless means to you?
Limitless. You know what it is? This is what I feel like it is. I feel like limitless is one word, which is ownership. I say ownership because once you own, like once you, someone once said this, if you have a limit, let's just say my limit of to be able to do a pull up is like 5. If I do my pull up and I pass 5, I own it now. That means I could always do more than 5. You know, I might say, okay, my new limit is 10. I work towards it. I get 10. I own it now. So now every single time I break through a limit, I get to own it. And so I feel like in order to, if you really want to be limitless, just own yourself to the fullest capacity, and everything else, it is what it is.
And can you have give an example of this in your own life?
Yeah. So one of the things that I'm aware of is that I've always given myself to people in benefits of people's and their organizations and stuff like that. And I decided to actually like own myself. And so now what I've done for the it's a very short time, but I have no doubt about it. What I've done is I've taken what I know I am and what I'm able to be and capable of, and I have been applying it to myself. So now I conquer my days. I have like 6 things that I usually do every single day. I make up my bed, I drink my water, I write in my book, 10 minutes of writing. I read, I meditate. And like I do those things like every single day. And so now even if I didn't do anything for today, I've already taken accountability and held myself accountable. So now I already feel charged and I feel in charge of my day. I feel in charge of my life because through doing those things and even just holding myself accountable with the whole Thoughtful Thursdays,
Yeah.
it allows me to be able to feel that I'm taking charge of my life and that something is happening. I'm seeing the magic happen where I first started to where I'm now at, and I'm only going to continue to grow. So I feel like everything else, like the prosperity and all that kind of stuff, that stuff comes over time. But like once you start holding yourself accountable and you own yourself, you own your words and you own your actions, like yeah, like I feel unstoppable. I feel great in my days. I feel great anywhere and everywhere I go, and I feel amazing. I feel limitless, literally.
Amazing. Amazing, amazing. And where can our viewers and listeners find you?
Yeah, so your best place, Instagram. It's Akeem P Raphael. So that's AKEEM P RAPHAEL, and that's on Instagram and Threads. I'm also on Threads, and yeah, I'm also gonna be starting my TikTok. It's probably gonna be the same name, because I like consistency. So
Yeah.
you're more than welcome to do that. But yeah, those are places you can find me.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you for sharing your stories and honoring with your presence.
Thank you for having me, man. This has been a great experience. So we give thanks, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you.